say. She goes by the name of Iyata Safar I.
Yes.
And we've met before, Iyata.
Yes, we have.
It's like, what, 4 years ago? Is it 4 years ago at
Yes,
Howell's
because
studio?
I just had I just began.
Wow.
It was like about 4 months I was
You came
into
out.
my career, right?
Wow.
And it's 4 years now.
And you have done so much in that time, in that short space of time.
Yeah,
Right?
give thanks.
How do you feel about your progress in the music business so far?
Honestly, I feel pretty good. I mean, sometimes I'm really hard on myself because more time I feel like I'm not.
You should be doing more.
Yeah, like I should be doing more, but you know, I was reasoning to a few sisters the other day, and who's been in the business. Yes, sorry.
You could actually put it on this ledge.
No,
Oh, it's good there? Okay.
But I was talking to a few sisters who've been in the business for 40 odd years, and then I kind of felt good about
Your progress.
Right, it made me feel a lot better about my progress and kind of give thanks, even though it's not where I want to be. I'm still working hard to get where I need to be.
And the thing that I really like, and I want to commend you, is the fact that you stayed with the same management that you started out with.
Right.
So we want to just get it out there quickly now and say big up to
Bubba
Rems,
yes,
and the
real.
Revolution team.
Yes, Rebellion City.
Rebellion City team. And they're out of Jersey, correct? Or
No, actually the Bronx. I'm based in Jersey.
You're
but
based in Jersey.
My well, I can't really even say I'm based in Jersey because I'm a traveler and sometimes I'm here for 7 months and then more time I go to Jamaica for 8 months. So it really depends because I have my youth is there. So yeah, I'm like back and forth. However, when I am here in America, I'm between Jersey
I want to
and
make sure that
the
people
Bronx.
can hear what you're saying because I'm recording this. So make sure that you do talk into your microphone, even though I don't want it to kind of obscure your face. So she's actually using social media, I think, to
Right.
kind of let the troops know
Yes.
I'm on with Sheron P. So log on to Ito on air and let me say big up to British Empress who's logged in. And no, you didn't. You're not late, British Empress. We were just having fun in the studio. But let me formally say welcome, Iyata. It's
Thank
nice
you
to have
again.
you back in the studio.
Yes,
So
give
tell
thanks.
me, the last time we met, you had come out with, I'm trying to remember the name of the song, and maybe it would
I think it
help.
was Mama Africa.
Yeah, maybe it would help if I just decide to play that song, right?
Sure. Yeah, that would help.
Because for a first effort, I was just so impressed with the music that you put together. So let's play some of the track first.
And let me just tell you, that was the first, I think, it's Mama Africa. That was actually the first time I had ever recorded in an actual studio. So it was my first track. And to be honest, the producer that I worked on Mama Africa with, his name is Mark. I Mark right out to New Jersey, Mark Studios. And he just told me to go into the studio and sing. And I was singing a cappella. And he just built the rhythm around it. So,
Oh my goodness!
yeah, it's my
And
first time.
I'm telling you, it's very warm in the studio.
Very.
So you have to forgive me.
No, it's okay. I
because
understand the lighting.
I didn't realize it was going to be so warm in here because it's a small space. And I'm searching for this music, right? And I'm really annoyed because I don't know. I know I put it in my playlist.
Okay.
And now I can't see it. But you know what? It's all good. Don't worry because I have it somewhere else. So I'm going to look for it somewhere else. So the track we're looking for to play is the track called Mama Africa.
Right.
And it's deciding it wants to play around with us today. So you know what? I'm going to get rid of this.
Well, while you're doing that, I can just give them a little bit more information.
Absolutely.
You can find Mama Africa on SoundCloud also. You can listen to it for free online. Again, SoundCloud.com. Just look at Rebellion City Productions, which is my team, Big Up Bubba Rims. Or you can also look for Iyata Safar I on my page. And, the music is there. So
you know
can
what?
check that out. Just in case you don't get to hear it at this moment.
No. We are going to get to hear it because guess what? I love artists who are on top of the game.
Right.
Because thank goodness, I don't know if it was you or if it was Bubba Rems that sent me the EPK again.
It's always Bubba
Right?
Rims. He's always.
I mean, he's on top of it. But you know what? Mama Africa is not in there. But I'm going to find it. Don't worry.
That's because of the first one. Maybe, I don't know if you want to go to
what happened?
SoundCloud.
I have it here. But it's like it's in a funny place. So I think I have to
Play
go
from
to.
SoundCloud? No.
I'd rather...
Or not SoundCloud, but...
I'd rather play it from here.
Okay,
It's supposed to be in here. Oh, no. It's not... Yeah, here it is. See, I told you.
Wow, there it is.
Yeah, so we're
we
going to
found
listen to...
it.
Yeah, I know my stuff.
Original, not SoundCloud thing. Original thing.
No, yes. Okay, so... hang on a second. Why is it not... Okay. It doesn't want to play. Let me see. Oh, I know why. All right. I know why. Because for some reason, it saved it as this here.
A different kind of file, right?
Different kind of file. So we're going to play it right here. This is Iyata Safari with Mama Africa. Take a listen.
Whoa, yeah. Oh, the building of Africa on our way. Repatriation is a must. Rastafari, we trust. Mama Africa is calling us. Think about our ancestors would have done if they had opportunity. Too much segregation, we need unity. Christians stand firm in your liberty. And be the royal empress who you're destined to be. Don't ever turn your back on Rastafari. Forward we move and pay attention to the sign. You gotta walk the walk, talk the talk, give to give, live the life to live. And everything you do, you have to be positive. Why walk the walk, talk the talk, give to give, live the life to live. And everything you do, you have to be positive. Why Selassie, I know what is good for mankind. Only Jah knows He's instruction to our design. They may think that they are in control, but He's the boss within your soul. Righteousness purifies a heart that's cold. Glorify the King with your heart and soul. Heights in meditation, air heat and water condensation. Elevate into a higher meditation. The flesh will follow with cast inspiration. A frequent foe, most feel they don't know. Babylon is trying to read my mind. Just seek and search and you will see how this Selassie is the power of the Trinity. Gotta walk the walk, talk the talk, give to give, live the life to live. And everything you do, you have to be positive. Why walk the walk, talk the talk, give to give, live the life to live. And everything you do, you have to be positive. Mama Africa is calling us. Think of what our ancestors would have done if they had opportunity. Too much segregation, we need unity. Christians stand firm in your liberty. And be the royal empress who you're destined to be. Don't ever turn your back on Rastafari. Forward we move and pay attention to the sign. Nancy, I know what is good for me.
Wow, Iyata. It still sounds relevant
Right.
4 years later.
Yeah.
Still sounds fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Thanks.
actually wrote the lyrics on that.
Yes, I did.
Now, I think I asked you this before. Your lyrics, and it really is hot in here, people. So you'll have to excuse us as I'm fanning myself and fanning Iyata because it's warm in here, trust me. And of course, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We give thanks that the weather seems to have changed.
Yes.
Because it was like up and down, up and down, up and down. Iyata, I wanted to ask you about the lyrics. Because you write your own material, is that correct?
Yes, I do. I write all of my own material. There is one song, my sister told me not to mention her name, but it was just recently released, and she did the majority of writing in the song.
Is it a song that I have?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
sure you
so-
have
wow.
it. So before we play it, I'll make them know
We'll
this
talk
is the
about
one.
it later on.
Yes, aside from that, I typically write all of my music. I'm like I say, not like I say, but I'm really inspired, by my environment or nature. Not just nature, but just my surroundings. So I may be walking down the streets and maybe I might see a car driving fast and somebody crossing the road, and maybe some lyrics might come to my head and I'll just type it in the phone or write it down or sing it or whatever in the recorder.
How easy is it for you to be creative, to put together, to create a piece of work?
Honestly, it's really not that hard for me. Well, you know what? I can't say that. I work best under pressure. Yeah.
Okay.
If Rems was here, he would he would probably
you leave things until the last minute, right?
Yes, I do.
That's when the creative juices really get going and you get fired up, right?
Right. It's like I have to do this in 2 days. So it's like I'll stay up all night and write a song, and it's something because another song that you have also, I remember I was writing it the other night, and it was something because I was up until about, let's say I started at 8 o'clock. I was up until about 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And I came up with a whole song. Yeah, so it was like, I didn't even realize that the words came to me how they came, but I don't know, it just happens.
It's divine inspiration, I think.
Yes.
So when you're writing a song, when you're putting together a piece of work, Iyata, is it just the lyrics that come to you, or does the whole thing come to you, like the orchestration and the rhythm, the melody?
Sometimes I'm not gonna pretend, it's very rare that I hear like actual what do you call it,
the rhythm,
right? However, I always hear melody inside of my mind. Like when I'm singing, I can come up with a melody, and then afterwards I can probably, if I hear a rhythm, or maybe, sometimes I might be sleeping and I might think of something, and I'll say, you know what,
that could work.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Right, I want to just move this mic up so that people can
Okay.
see your face.
Sorry.
Face.
Give
Okay,
thanks.
but just remember to also talk into the mic. And I'm like, I'm kind of off camera too, so we need to,
Move in a little
But
bit.
it's because it's so warm in here.
Right,
I'm like,
it is.
oh my goodness. So that was Mama Africa, and that was done 4 years ago. What was the response when you came out?
Wow. Honestly, it was just like, I had a great response. The people were very receptive to my music and the message that was being, reflected through my music. And I mean, people like yourself, and other, DJs and radio, personalities and just even people who came to out to shows, because I would sing on any show I can sing out in Brooklyn, Bronx, New York, Massachusetts, wherever Rems got me on. We were there, and I can't say that I have ever had one. I can't say one, but that's it. Aside from that, like, I have always been I give thanks,
well.
Right, and I'm grateful,
right, and because of who you are, Iyata, I want to tell you that we really strongly campaigned for you to be on that Big Park show last year, and you were on the show.
And I was on it.
What was that experience like?
That was an awesome experience. It was great. I was very, very nervous. I'll tell you some secrets after the show.
Okay, of what you did? But you really, I mean, I came late, so I missed your performance. I was like, darn.
It's okay.
But, people were saying that you did a really, really good job.
They actually brought me, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm telling the truth.
No. It's like when give credit where credit is due.
Right.
We should never be ashamed of bigging up ourselves when it's
necessary, right, and when it's
appropriate,
authentic. Right?
When it's appropriate, that's the word I was
Right.
looking for.
Right.
Yeah. So do tell the story.
Well, I remember there was something called Groovin' Idols, because the show is Groovin' in the Park, and it happens every year. It's like the longest running reggae show in New York, and I think this was last year, 2015 was the first year that they had the Groovin'
Idols?
The Groovin' Idols,
oh, wow.
right.
Wow.
So, I remember when I got there was one of the guys who was running it. He's like, Iyata, we're going to save you for last. It's something about your music.
Wow.
So we're going to save you for the last
your
Groovin'
music
Idol.
when they were trying to decide who should be
Right.
on the show. And I was like, you got to have Iyata. Too much man on the show. You got to have Iyata.
Yes, I give thanks. I really give thanks, Mama.
my
Trust me.
gosh.
But it was great. I got a chance to meet a lot of veterans and a lot of artists who have inspired me in the past and continue to inspire me currently. So it was really a great experience, and I give thanks for.
But you know what? It's in life. It's like the people that need to take you to the next level show up at the right time. Because
Right.
you never know who's out there listening.
Right.
Have never heard of Iyata Safar I.
Right.
And then listen to the Conduit show and the music that we're playing from you, you're still a very young woman, but you carry yourself like a queen.
Thank you.
Where does that come from?
Honestly, Rastafari. I'm a Rasta woman. Yeah, and I think just the teachings of His Majesty and the example of Empress Menen, and not just Empress Menen, but a lot of elders who I've came to see, just being Afrocentric and not afraid, to be who you are. And I think I'm just proud of who I am as a black woman, as an African woman, just as a woman, period. So I think I just carry myself like this because it's not like, not saying that I'm rebelling against the system, but in a way, I'm kind of, when I dress, I feel comfortable. And I also like the example that I'm putting out for other young sisters and even brothers, But, yeah, it's kind of like a rebellious kind of
That's
flow
the name
also.
of the management and the label, right?
Yes.
But
yes.
let me ask you, Iyata, do you feel that you get more respect or less respect?
Honestly,
portraying yourself as you are.
I do. I get more respect. Yeah. Even when I'm in Jamaica, like, it's something because I remember going into some volatile kind of garrisons, and my brother, one of my brothers one day was like, "You really went, Princess, they call me Princess." He's like, "Princess, you going down there? Yeah, go down." I'm say, "Yeah, I'm going down. One of my sisters live here, and there's a studio over this, little area." And he's like, "That's a real bad area." But it's like when I'm there, it doesn't matter which bad man or whoever. One's just hail you and say, "Empress, blessed love, Rastafari." Even if they're not Rasta, and the majority aren't. But they still, it's like a respect that one's have for you.
There's something about you, Iyata. Your persona, it comes off you in waves that you are a woman who knows yourself, and you demand respect and you give respect.
Yes.
So, as a young sister, how does it make you feel when you see sisters out there who are maybe have lost their way?
Well, I wasn't always like this, Yeah, I wasn't always like this. But sometimes when I see them, I'm not judgmental. So, to each his own. That's how I see it. Consciousness is not just within the the image. Consciousness
has to be in the mind and in
the
heart.
Right. It's a physical and the mental.
Right.
It's a mental more than physical. Well, physical also, but your outer appearance is not really it. This is just how I feel comfortable, and sometimes when I see the sisters that's a little too far, sometimes I feel bad for them and say, I just wish that hopefully one day they will. Their eyes, the veil can come off of their eyes.
If you could have a sit down with them, if you could do a one-on-one with them, what kind of things would you say to them?
Well, honestly, right now I'm in the process of starting a Sister for Sister group in Jersey, for younger teenagers, because I have a niece who is 13, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to be the next Iyata," and I'm like, "No, you are you." Her name is Genesis, so big her up,
Big up Genesis, okay? We're recording so we can play this back for her.
Right. But, she's involved in a group at school called Sister for Sister. And I said, you know what? When their school is out, what are these young girls going to do? Because
be out on the street.
Right.
With
and
too much time on their hands.
Yes, I say, we can start a group like this. Even if I'm not always involved, there'll be other ones or other adults or other females like myself, or just conscious females who are able to
guide and
right.
I know that there's a group like that in Brooklyn. It's the Sister Circle, and it's headed up by Sister Kushi. I don't know if you've heard of Sister Kushi.
I have heard of her, and as a matter of fact, I've heard of the Sister Circle.
Yes. And Sister Joy is a part of that group as well.
Right.
Have you thought of linking up with them? Because they've done it, and they've been doing it for a while.
Okay.
Just so that they can give you some pointers.
I've never thought about it, but now that you mention it, I'm going to. Sister Joy is a very good friend of mine. I love her dearly.
Yes.
And at one point before I was serious about my career, I was also into, I was radio personality for a couple of years.
Really?
And I was honored to have Sister Kushi call in. We had like a talk show, strictly, reasoning.
Okay.
Similar to the Sister for Sister. And, I was honored to have Sister Kushi call in about her products, her Jabulani products.
Yes,
so I'm going to definitely link with them, probably tomorrow.
And also, talking about the fact that you were a radio personality, another suggestion, another idea would be to actually mentor some of the ladies into that line of work.
Right,
because you've got that experience, bring them into the studio.
Right.
You're
absolutely right. The younger generation.
Yeah, because we have to pass the baton.
Right. And I've done it with my niece, Genesis, again. I've taken her many a times to the studio with me when I'm recording because she's a very excellent singer. And even when I'm in the station, sometimes she used to act. She's 13 now, so she kind of, go on her different kind of way, exploring. However, she used to be very interested in coming in. So, yeah, we should bring the other, younger children in. Right.
And also to kind of spark an interest, because I find a lot in our community, the Caribbean community, is that parents are not as supportive of their children as they should be.
Right.
Just because your child doesn't share your dream or the dream you have for them doesn't mean to say that their dream is not valid.
Right.
A Prince is in the news a lot right now. And I think it was Shiloh, put up a post that said, can you imagine if Prince's parents had not encouraged him to get into music, or had said you should go and do engineering or something, or frowned at him when he was coming out with his, different styles of dressing.
Right.
Can you imagine? We wouldn't have had a Prince had he not been encouraged by his family members.
Yes, it's true.
Who encouraged you growing up?
Wow. I remember growing up, my mom encouraged me. My grandmother, she forced me, and my dad. I grew up in a church, in a Baptist church, so I remember growing up, and I had to be at choir rehearsal every Thursday, and if we had to do choir rehearsal on Sunday, sometimes we were singing out, and at one point my dad was like the choir director, so he's like, get up and sing, and I was always shy. And if I said no, I was getting scolded in front of everybody in the choir.
So which was worse, getting up to sing or getting scolded?
Right. And then my mom was the type where her friends, whenever her friends came over, she's like, my baby can't sing. Come, Steph, come and sing. So they were really...
encouraging you?
Right. Really, really encouraging. Very encouraging, yes.
Wow. All right, so we're going to play another track from you, Iyata. And this one I really love. Is it okay to play this one?
Yes, definitely. Of course.
I mean, it stands... you know what? Sometimes we need to hear those affirmations from other sisters to know that we're not alone in having certain principles and having certain values, because it seems that in this day and age, doing the right thing is not acceptable. It's frowned on.
Right.
Nowadays, everybody should do what makes you feel good. And I don't subscribe to that. I really am kind of like, do unto others as you would have them do unto yourself.
Right.
But at the same time, not to let anybody walk over you.
Right.
So I think this track that I'm about to play, it's a track from you called I'm a Black Woman.
Yes.
And you know what? Let's just play the track. And I want the audience, the Conduit listeners out there who are listening all over the globe. We've got listeners in London, in Jamaica, in Canada, in Australia. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure. They're not logging into the chat room, and I think there might be an issue with logging into the chat room. I don't know if anyone's letting you know that there's a problem, but you can listen without logging in. Of course, I'm going to record this for posterity, and we're going to put it back on, put it up on YouTube so that you can catch up if you don't see it. All right, so I'm a Black Woman. Okay, all right, we're going to play this one.
Iyata Safar I. Heaven and water, the earth and the water. Cause I'm a black woman, a natural beauty, made up of the sun, the moon, the stars, and the sea. Same energy as the birds and the bees, and I'm firm and rooted and grounded like the trees. A black woman, natural beauty, made up of the sun, the moon, the stars, and the sea. Same energy as the birds and the bees, and I'm firm and rooted and grounded like the trees. Think twice before moon, the stars, and the sea. Same energy as the birds and the bees and the birds and rooted and golden like the trees. A black woman, natural beauty. Made up of the sun, the moon, the stars, and the sea. Same energy as the birds and the bees and the firm and rooted and golden like the trees. African heart, the first in creation. Natural woman, the mother of vibration, gave birth to the king. Builders of nations, to Africa we trod without hesitation. We are the black mothers of the Nile, and to add black man, woman, and child. Melanated, organic, so fly. When you see the sun, you see an African smile. Woman,
African woman.
made up of the sun, the moon, the stars, and the sea. Same energy as the birds and the bees, and I'm firm and rooted, gonna like the trees. A black woman, natural beauty. Made up of the sun, the moon, the stars, and the sea. Same energy as the birds and the bees, and I'm firm and rooted.
You heard it live and direct from the author of this particular track and the singer of this particular track. It's a beautiful, beautiful track, Iyata.
Thank you
Where
very
did the
much.
inspiration come from? I love this track.
Wow.
I'm like, when I could just... It's like, it's the kind of music that you hear and you just want to be taken away on that melody.
Give thanks, give
Yeah,
thanks.
seriously, it's like, wow. You know, when you recognize people who have talent,
Yes.
the first thing that goes through your head is, sure, why me couldn't sing like that? No, I'm joking.
Oh my
I
goodness,
mean,
I'm honored. I really give thanks,
no,
honestly.
but Iyata, isn't that the goal of any
It
artist?
is, but
to
you know what?
reach-
I'm just so humble. And you know what? It's not that. I guess I've lived with my voice forever. So it's just like, really
Yeah,
I'm modest also.
No,
so give
you have
thanks.
a good organ there.
Thank you very
But
much.
also, coupled with that singing voice, is that talent to write something that really is not nonsense.
Right.
And it's not big, high, convoluted.
Right.
It's a simple truth
Right,
that
right.
really resonates.
Right.
So,
give thanks.
I mean, the inspiration, I know you said that you get your inspiration from daily occurrences, but this particular track,
This was one of those work under pressure tracks because I I work very well under pressure. I'm not gonna pretend. Honestly, I started the chorus. I remember writing that part in when I was in Jamaica, and I was sitting on the veranda one night, and I remember there were some people next door, a man and a woman were fighting, and the words were a little different, but I was saying, you see, to think twice before you try to disrespect me, think twice. It just came out, and then I started singing, I'm a black woman, a natural beauty, and then,
and the rest of it came.
the rest of it came about a year later, after.
Oh my goodness. So what happened to that couple that was fighting?
I'm really not sure. They're probably still together because they were together like forever, for a very long time. But yeah, I'm not sure if they heard this as of yet. I'm sure they have because
I would take it back and play it for them.
And
And say that you guys inspired me to write
yes,
this.
they did.
You know.
And but this music, the rhythm that we hear behind it was it was produced by Wackies, Bull Wackies
Bull
Music.
Wackies here in New York?
Right.
Wow.
Yes. So this was
Okay.
a production. It's called the Jabama Side compilation. So it's on iTunes and it's on what do you call it, vinyl and
Really?
yeah, Moody's Records. I know
Oh,
Moody's
so I have
have
to go
it,
to
but
Moody's because you know Peter's from Moody's. You must know
Okay.
Peter's from Moody's Records.
okay.
So I'm gonna definitely because I'm starting
Yes.
to collect my vinyl
Okay.
again because vinyl is making a resurgence. And
Yes, it
you know
is.
the CDs. I'm like, I try, but they're so fragile. Really. You know
the
they get
slightest
scratched,
thing is scratch up. Yeah.
or they chip off and then it's like the whole thing is gone.
Right.
Which do you prefer, vinyl or CD or digital?
Right now, the easiest thing is digital for me. However, I love to hear vinyl. There's something about it.
It's a
Like it
different
has that.
sound. It has a
yeah,
different
it
sound.
has like a classic, just take me away kind of sound. You know.